Hey guys.
Hi guys, how we doing? Welcome to Wine About the Weekend, episode 1.
Cheers.
Chin-chin.
So if you don't know, if you haven't clued into any of the episodes yet, we are a family of 4. We just bought an RV to go on some adventures. We have a 2.5-year-old and we have an 11-month-old, almost a year. And these are recaps about our weekend adventures as we learn a shit ton of stuff. First weekend out, we went to up north. We ended up in Emma Woods.
Emma Wood.
It's on the coast. We got denied a few places on the way up, which made the trip a little bit longer.
It turns out reservations are a thing. Like, you have to make reservations. We had no idea.
We have a 36-foot RV, and it doesn't fit in all the places that are on the coast and all the state parks. They won't allow it. So we ended up at Emma Wood.
Yeah, so we pulled in to the place, and what it is 100 RV slots right next to the beach. Basically, you get out and you're at the water. They denied us, so they sent us across the highway to their group camp, which was fine. It was fine for us. The only thing that was kind of a bad deal was it was right next to the train tracks, and my wife will tell you it was not. We didn't get much sleep at night.
Apparently, they hammer railroads at
The pilings.
morning?
They were hammering railroad pilings
pilings.
at like 2 a.m. So
I don't know what that means exactly,
right.
but they were hammering metal all night. And we don't sleep to begin with because we have 2, baby and a toddler. So that was fun.
Yeah, so we pull
So
up. We
fun.
pull up late to the camp. It's basically dark. The guy directs us to our campsite. This is the first night we've ever camped, so we basically have no idea what the hell we're doing. And I knew that the RV had leveling jacks. So there's like 4 pistons that come out of the bottom of the RV that you put down to make it level. I figured that out. We got the slide outs out, which are basically sections of the RV that move out to give you more room inside, which are super convenient. Much needed, especially when you're, as tall as I am. It's nice to have a little bit of space. So we went to bed the first night.
Woke up in the morning, freezing, and unhappy because of the noises that I already told you about.
Yeah,
It was cold. We were
freezing
not
cold.
prepared for how cold it was going to be. We are in Southern California, so we don't get too much cold, but the early mornings are cold.
It'd be 40 degrees early
Especially,
in the morning, which,
camping by the beach when, and we didn't put the heat. I mean, there's systems that we needed to learn about that we have no idea about, and Danny will clue you into the big system fail.
So before we get there, we went to the beach, which is beautiful.
It's
Had a great
beautiful.
time with the girls. It was fantastic. So all these things that went wrong, we had a fantastic time, and it was a great experience. But we came back to the RV, and we were getting ready to go and get some breakfast at some place that had a warm breakfast because we didn't figure that part out. And I went to bring the leveling jacks up. So I did that, and then when you have an RV, you have to check everything. So I went outside to check, and one of them didn't come up. It's like, shit, I had no idea what to do. So fast forward 3 hours, and a call to the guy we bought it from. I figured out that I had to bring that thing up with, basically I used an iron rod and a rock to kind of leverage it back up into the RV. Well, that was kind of a nightmare. I did a video about this. You can check into it more in the video, so we talk about more details. But we're not going to do that now.
Took about 3 hours. Danny got on the ground. It was pretty.
I was covered in beers.
Pretty.
Burrs, not beers.
Burrs.
But my wife bought me an RV shirt, so it did well. It was dirty, but it did well.
Finally got it out. We were supposed to go to a dinner party. That did not happen, which was fine. So we ended up heading south anyway, and we ended up at Rincon, which is an RV.
Amazing.
It's amazing. It's not an RV park. It's state park, but
It's a first come, first serve
yes.
RV place. As we're pulling in, it's basically the same type of setup. There's just 100 slots in a row right next to the water. As we were pulling in, a guy pulled out with a huge trailer. We pulled in, and the
With
guy...
our 36-footer.
Right? It was perfect.
Perfect.
We dropped $30 in a cash box. We were good to go. Turns out you can reserve online, which is a way better way to go than having to carry a bunch of cash. But we had a fantastic time there.
We also tried pulling the slide outs out.
Yeah, so then, as we did the night before, I got in there, put the parking brake on, did the deal, went to put the slide outs out. The bedroom came out about halfway and stopped. Then the living room wouldn't slide out. So
We're thinking it's a hydraulic fuel.
fluid.
Fluid.
It's fluid.
Fluid.
But turns out the next morning we woke up, then we figured out we couldn't get the slide outs in. The rangers were there and they were checking people's tags or whatever. I don't know. They were writing someone a ticket like 3 RVs behind us. We just bought ours. Ours has 2016 tags. I told the girls they were on the beach. Rafi said, let's go. So I was like, all right, cool. So we all jumped in the RV, put everything in the cabinets, buckled the girls in, and took off on the run. And we kind of like, the start was a little rough. It sputtered a little bit. But we were on the run, literally in Tallulah. Got away. We were good. The slide out's halfway out. We literally drove all the way home with the slide out.
Granted, we weren't doing anything illegal. We're pretty sure the registration is fine.
We've paid for it. Everything's
we are,
done.
like,
We just don't have the paperwork yet.
Not about to find out what was going to happen our first time out. We'd already had quite a few headaches.
Couple fiascos. Day 1 had one. Day 2 had
Yeah.
one. So they figured, it's time to go.
We're definitely going to get her checked out.
Yeah.
Like legit checked out with everything. And bring a few blankets, maybe some earplugs. Noise machine didn't cut it. But it was fun. It was really fun.
We had a blast.
It was
We
nice
got
to get
home.
the girls out.
And after all the kind of like we de-stressed a little bit and got home, we were super happy. The girls had a blast. We had a blast. I can't wait to do
Good.
this every weekend from here to eternity. But
Yeah,
it
so
was
wait
awesome.
and see. Next weekend wine.
We'll go somewhere else.
We might have some whiskey instead of wine.
Right.
But we'll see. We'll see you guys soon.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Bye.